Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do here on the Jam Session. We cook up every single game, every single day. Hey, man, y'all know me. I call a spade here on the Jam Session. It hasn't been my best week. It's been a fairly rough one, in all honesty. Even yesterday, I went light, 2 games, dropped the NBA Player of the Day, cashed on the other play. We had the Wizards as the top play, and then we had Boston. I know. But putting that shit in the past, bro. Today is a money-making Friday, and y'all know the drill, man. We here to cook it up and try to smash it per usual. I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long, and there's a link for that in the description below. And, of course, I have premium plays over at the site, including that NBA Player of the Day. I am guaranteeing a win on that play today, man. We will cash on the NBA Player of the Day. One of my favorite plays thus far this season goes off tonight, man. If you believe me, if you rocking with me, rock with me. Scoop that play up today over at Pickdawgz Premium. But y'all know the drill. We finna go through every single game right here, right now. We finna cook it up and try to smash it per usual. So without further ado, let's do exactly that. Let's make some money tonight. And let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. First game up, we got my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, out on the road facing the Atlanta Hawks. This game is really not that complicated, but it is. The reason why it's not that complicated is, of course, I'm going to tell you guys the same thing that I've continuously told you guys all season. The Atlanta Hawks are the gift that keeps on giving. You see the numbers on your screen. They're 11-33 against the number. They've only covered in 25% of their games. So that means fading the Hawks, we've been hitting at a 75% clip on the season. That's insane. And there's never been a team in NBA history at this point in the season to be this bad ATS. So there's that. Why stop fading them? On the other side, though, as a Mavericks fan, as somebody who was at the last two, as somebody who was at the Boston game and watched Tatum drop 40, as somebody who was at the Phoenix game right behind the basket, both games, and watched Booker drop 40. This team is annoying. This Mavericks team is annoying, but I got to take them again tonight. Not the play of the day. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys that right now. They're not the play of the day. But, of course, I am betting the Mavs today. They should get this game done, man. They should. On the road, is believe it or not, where we've been able to at least trust them more so than at home. They're 12-8 against the number on the road this season. They've covered in 60% of their road games. That's better than plenty other of the league. I just don't trust Atlanta, and we're just going to continue to fade Atlanta. Both teams' injury reports are fairly concerning. Kyrie, game time decision. Atlanta's is kind of a lengthy. Regardless, under 4.5, 5 points for the Mavs, you should be good because I could see this line growing throughout the day. So try to get in now while it's under 3. Mavs should win and cover here. We can trust them on the road. The Hawks, the gift that keeps on giving. All right, next game up. Got the Houston Rockets out on the road facing the Charlotte Hornets. Hornets 6.5-point home dogs in this one. This game makes my head hurt. The reason this one makes my head hurt is because we know what's up with Houston. They're night and day. Easy team to figure out. At home, money. They cover more often than not. On the road, trash. A fade. Money making machine just fading them on the road. That's been the case at least thus far this season, and you can see it on their straight up ATS record at 21-20-2. Let's pull it up. At home this season, Houston is 15-8-1 against the number. So, that's great. Tonight, they're on the road. They're 6-12-1 against the number on the road. They've only covered in 33% of their games on the road. 6-12-1, bro. The lean for me here is Houston. Am I betting this game? Probably not. Expecting Houston to cover on the road is insane. Win and cover is kind of insane to me. So I'm not necessarily in love with it. Are they the better team? Yes. Should they beat up on Charlotte? Yes. Charlotte just lost to the damn Pistons. and didn't cover. So there's that. But Houston, they've played 19 games on the road this season. They've only won 4. So expecting them to win and cover is kind of insane. Should they? They should. But we haven't really seen them do much of that this season, so it's not one of my favorite games tonight. Small lean for me on the Houston Rockets, but not rushing to the window on that one at all. Next game up, we got the Phoenix Suns out on the road facing the Indiana Pacers. Again, I was at the Suns last game they played. They played my Dallas Mavericks, boy, and them boys got busy. They went on a 40-10 run starting in the late second into the third quarter. Rewind that. They went on a 40-10 run from the second to the third quarter, into the third quarter. They were down 15 early in that game. In all honesty, I think that run was more had to do with what the Mavs got going on and what Phoenix got going on. But in fairness, I have to give Phoenix the credit for doing what they did. Booker did have 40. You know what I mean? These boys are on a 5-game winning streak. Got to give credit where credit is due. It looks like a favorable spot to take Phoenix tonight. But me personally, I'm not. They're still terrible against the numbers, 16, 26, and 2. And in all honesty, y'all guys know one of my favorite spots is that revenge game at home. And that's exactly what we have here with Indiana tonight, man. Phoenix did win the only meeting between these two teams this season. It was the other day. It really wasn't that long ago. It was on the 21st of January. In Phoenix, Phoenix won that game 117-110. But we just saw Indiana hooting last night. They beat Philadelphia at home. I know they're on the back end of a back-to-back, but they might be able to stack back-to-back wins. My guy, all-star, starter, Tyrese Halliburton, man. Shout out my guy, man. Shout out my guy. Shout out Luka, too. I missed him while we talking about it. Shout out my guy, Luka, man. Starter. But shout out Halliburton, man. Shout out Halliburton, all-star starter. He's out tonight. He's not playing. But shout out to him. Pacers, I think they get it done on a Friday night. I think they keep this game competitive. I think they have a legitimate shot to win it outright. 4.5, 5 in my back pocket with them at home. The much better cover team this season. Sign me up. I think their pace of play and their style of play will kind of cause Phoenix some problems. Give me an Indiana plus the points. And now, the next game up, we got the Toronto Raptors at the crib getting 8.5 versus the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers coming into town. Clippers, boys hot. Boys is hot. I mean, it's as simple as I can put it. But you guys know me. One thing I love doing is fading the Clippers. And guess what I'm doing tonight on a Friday night? I'm fading the Clippers. I'm taking the Toronto Raptors plus the points tonight. A revenge game at home in a bounce back spot at home. I love that spot. You guys know I absolutely love that. That bounce back revenge game at home. Ooh, that's one of my favorite spots. This is also going to be the 5th home game in their last 6 games for the Toronto Raptors. So comfortable at home. Los Angeles, they come into this game on a front end of a back-to-back. They're in Boston tomorrow. So that's also something to look at. Is this a look-ahead spot into a very important game tomorrow, a statement-style game tomorrow? Maybe, you know what I mean? So I just think this is a great spot for Toronto to get this done. You know what I mean? Clippers coming in from LA, going through customs in Toronto, then leaving right out, heading to Boston. I just think it's a bad spot to be trying to lay points with the Clippers. Are they the better team? Yes. Is there an avenue where they come here and blow the doors off of Toronto? Yes. On a normal night, that's probably what happens. But in this style spot, I like getting this amount of points in my back pocket with the Toronto Raptors. For as good as the Clippers have been for the season, they're still only 4 games up against the number. So they're not just this automatic print money making machine type team. And there are going to be spots where I still believe, like I was trying to tell you guys early in the season, they're just overvalued. And I kind of feel like that might be one of those spots tonight. Toronto, in all honesty, I think has a legitimate shot to go in here and win this game outright at home. Probably going to sprinkle some on the money line. So give me the Raptors plus the points in this one. I think it's just a great spot to try to fade the Clippers. Next game up, we got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is an interesting game. Cleveland. They was rolling. They had won, 8 or 9 straight. And then Milwaukee, we know, fired their coach. And then they came out that same night and beat up on Cleveland. Injury report wise, I see Giannis game time decision. I'm expecting him to play. At least the line would indicate that that's the case. Milwaukee, they've won 4 of their last 5. Milwaukee's a good team. They're just terrible against the number. They're one of the worst ATS teams in the league. We had Milwaukee in that game the other day. We just thought it was a great motivation spot for them, and it was. Milwaukee leads the season series 2-1 versus Cleveland. Is Doc Rivers coaching tonight? I don't know that. I'm sorry that I don't know that, but I need to know that. I'll probably look that up here in a second. I'll tweet out if Doc is coaching. I'll tweet out what I'm doing in this game. This game was probably not going to make the premium area anyway. The reason it probably wasn't is I like Milwaukee here. Again, to beat Cleveland. I do. I know Cleveland was rolling. I know it's a quick revenge spot, but we're in Milwaukee. And I know Milwaukee's been terrible against the number. We've been fading Milwaukee all season. They're a team that's just overvalued. But I think they're just in a little motivation gap where they're trying to prove and justify coach firing their coach mid-season. Talent-wise, Milwaukee's the better team. Talent-wise, Milwaukee's the second best team in the East, in my opinion, right behind Boston. Like, talent-wise, like, heels on Boston. But, so small lean for me here on Milwaukee. I want to know if Doc's coaching tonight. I don't know that at the time of recording this, so I'll tweet you guys out what I do here. Right now, at the time of recording, it's still a lean towards Milwaukee, but it's just a lean. I hate laying points with Milwaukee, but they should win it, I think. So that's my thoughts on that one. Sorry, it's not the best, but it is what it is. Next game up. It's our favorite money-making team, man. The best ATS team in the NBA. Also, the number one record-wise team in the Western Conference. And they're a dog in this basketball game. Short, sweet, simple, I'm on Oklahoma City. Short, sweet, simple, I'm on Oklahoma City. Short, sweet, simple, I'm on Oklahoma City, bro. It's just disrespect at this point. Would Boston be a dog here? Would Minnesota be a dog here? Why are the Thunder Buddies a dog here? The reason the Thunder Buddies are a dog here is the same reason why they're the number one ATS team in the NBA. They're undervalued. People just don't believe that they're this good. Also, another shout-out loading. Shout-out Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. All-star. Starter. Took Curry's spot. Boy, they took poster boy Curry and sent him to the bench for our guy, man. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, man. Thunder Buddies for life. Dog, bro. This line should be Oklahoma City -3, in my opinion. I like New Orleans. New Orleans be hooping. New Orleans beat Oklahoma City already this season, back in November. Back in November, though. That was not the Thunder who they are currently. Revenge spot for Oklahoma City. They finna hoop tonight. They finna go and win this game tonight. I'm on Oklahoma City. Thunder Buddies for life. Dog. Underdog. Stop it. Taking the Thunder. Next game up. Got the Trailblazers and the San Antonio Spurs. Blazers been playing better basketball recently. We got to give them a little credit. Blazers have been playing some pretty decent basketball recently. They've won 3 of their last 5. Competed even in the other loss against Oklahoma City. They really should have won that game. They really should have beat Oklahoma City in that game. If you know, you know. Fell short. The season series between these two teams is tied 1-1. Both of the previous games were in Portland. Portland won the last one. They played in a back-to-back situation. They played on the 28th and the 29th of December. Give me San Antonio. Money line. I don't want to lay no points with the Spurs, but I do think they win here. You feel me? Not one of my favorite games tonight. 2 bad teams. 50-50 game. That's why I'd rather just take the money line and pay the little juice. I'm not laying points with the Spurs. No, I'm not doing that. But they should win the game. Wemby, I'm starting to see Wemby kind of starting to get into that, yeah, I'm here bag. You know what I mean? That battle, y'all need to go back and watch that battle between Chet and Wemby in the fourth quarter of that last game in the Thunder game. The game was out of control, like record wise. Like, I mean, not record wise, but points wise. Like, the Thunder were already up huge. But as somebody like me who love watching the NBA, y'all know I love that. I love this shit. I'm still watching at that point, and that's when we got basically the Rookie of the Year battle. They was going at it, Chet and Wemby. They was going at it, bro. It was a hell of a battle. Great fun to watch. You could probably find it on YouTube. Probably just type it in, bro, to pop up. But yeah, man, that's the last and final game of the night. I'm starting to see Wemby get into that bag, is what I was saying. I think he gets into it tonight. They probably win the game. Spurs should win the game tonight. Blazers been hooping, but I think their luck kind of run out here. Give me San Antonio. But last and final game, man. That's all I got for y'all boys. Man, I caught it in editing. I almost forgot this game. That's funny, but here you go. Magic and Grizzlies. I'm taking the Magic here. Magic quietly kept, bro. They're the second best ATS team in basketball. But, I mean, not quietly to us. We've been on Orlando a good amount this season. They're number 2 behind the Thunder Buddies, in front of Philadelphia. We love the Magic. I believe in Magic, and I believe the Magic get this done tonight. I think this is just a great spot for them, a fresh air spot. Like, this is just a game where they're just head and shoulders the better team. Simple. They're just better than the Grizzlies right now today. And they should go in here, win, and win comfortably. You know, they haven't been as good as they were earlier in the season, but tonight's the night. I think they just show it. They're like, hey, I know we haven't been that good recently, but we here. And we going to give whoever we face in the playoffs a run for their money. We can blow out bad teams. You know what I mean? We're a legitimate team out here. I kind of think is what we're looking at here for Orlando. A flex their muscle style spot. Memphis, they've been playing all right recently. They won back-to-back games, but we know what's up with this team. They're not good. They're not. Give me Orlando here. Flex their muscle style spot. We're better than you style spot. They should win and cover. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam Session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always say, man, if you rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Money Making Friday. Money Making Friday. I'm guaranteeing a win today on my NBA play of the day, man. You guys can scoop it up if you believe me. You can hop on something long term. When I'm running cold, that usually means a heater is on the back end of that, man, and I believe one is coming, and it starts today on this Money Making Friday. If you're a bigger better out there, man, join my Access Club. The information for that is in the description below. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. See y'all boys and girls soon. I'm out of here. Peace.